Welcome to Questions That Need Answers, the podcast. I'm Courtney, your co-host.
And I am Ashley. This is our millennial take on getting the opposite gender perspective on our current questions that we
Yes, let's get into introductions. Go ahead, tell us who you are.
So I'm Ashley. I'm 29. I am a real estate entrepreneur, and I am single.
I'm Courtney. I'm 30. I'm single, and I am a entrepreneur as well.
I'm Elena, I'm 30, I'm married, and I'm an entrepreneur as well.
My name is Ariel. I'm 30. I'm a realtor, and
What's your relationship?
I'm single.
I'm Diamond, I'm 24, and I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm Deanna, I'm 30, and I work in HR, and I am in a relationship.
I'm Lance. I am a business professional. I'm 28 and I'm single.
I'm Anthony. I'm 29, and I'm in the streets.
Gang, gang.
I'm Talik. I'm a business professional / entrepreneur, and I am taken.
I'm going to do the kid. Raymond North, artist.
I'm Devin, just turned 30. I work in the insurance field, and I'm in a relationship.
All right. So I think we're gonna let girls start.
Yeah, I think girls should start. So how this is going to go, guys, is we're going to pick a question, and you guys are going to have the opportunity to answer it. Whoever's feeling a type of way about that question, go ahead and let it out. And then if we want to rebuttal, we can kind of have a fun banter back and forth. And then after our question gets answered, then we'll switch over, and one of you guys gets to go ahead and start over like that. All right? So, Ashley.
If I don't like the question, can I put it back, or I need to say it?
So some questions are geared to the opposite sex specifically. So if it's like the opposite thing and it's a question that really should be asked to you, you can pull another card. But if it's like a good ass question and you just like not
That's what
trying
I'm
to,
talking about.
nah, we're not playing them games. These questions is getting answered today, okay? So yeah, go ahead and pull one and then we'll just go back and forth. But Ashley, you can go ahead and start for the girl.
Okay, first preference. Do you think specific alcohol brings out the worst in people? If so, what?
Yeah.
He said duh.
I feel like
The worst at
whichever one you had a bad experience with.
Everybody can vote. Tequila brings out.
Why do you think
Yeah,
tequila does that?
We're drinking tequila right now.
Well, I feel like that's a millennial thing. Like, tequila's a healthier drink.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just like, nah, I'm just trying to be freaky.
It's that switch over, right?
That is probably freaky.
All too
Exactly.
We was training for a
That's
long
what I
time.
just bring out.
I think the dark liquor bring out
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Henny is the answer to the question.
I think
Henny
Hennessy.
might be, but I
Henny's
got a
nasty.
song
I
about
said
Henny.
Henny.
I think Hennessy.
I'm going-
Dark liquor, for sure, brings out the worst.
All right.
Henny, how you ready to fight?
Okay, wait, hold on. So to make it clear, which one do you think
I think dark.
is more poison?
Dark? Dark.
Hennessy or tequila?
Hennessy. No.
Okay, hands for tequila.
You chill, like you be.
Hands for Hennessy.
Tequila make you too.
Oh, Hennessy is
Henny.
okay. I need Henny for sure. Okay, guys, go ahead. Pull a question. Pick it up.
Can men and women ever really be?
That's deep.
This could be relationships, workplace, just generally speaking.
Ladies,
You don't think?
that's a question geared to
Why
us.
not?
I think it depends on your relationship. Like, I feel as though my husband tries to treat me respectfully equally, but in the sense I still know that he will always be like the provider and, you know, protect me and take care of the bills and whatever. But at the end of the day, in regards to like, he's always, you know, guiding me to do what I want to do in my business and make sure that I'm going to be equally as make as much money as him. It's boring eventually because women are definitely taking the lead in that. But I think it's just your relationship and how you.
Well, I'll even take it a step further. I think that question can go like not even just with like romantic relationships, but like work relationships. As far as women being equal to the man, I don't feel like we will ever truly be equal in today's society just because of all these like gender roles that have been set in place and like these like old fashioned I don't know, like guidelines that we've kind of lived by. I do think that like ladies is really taking over some shit right now, and like niggas should be worried. But like, I'm just only because the man has had a dominant, you know, role this entire time. We ain't never had no time to shine, and shit is about done. Oh, I mean, not all though. You know what I mean? I love that you is feminist, right? But everybody don't have that same opinion.
Yeah, you need to match.
I think it's like in the overall aspect, it's just as like the same degree to like are black people ever going to be equal to white people?
Absolutely.
I feel like it's like that, and then there's another subpart of that where can women be equal to men? But I think like when it comes to just like individually, I for sure would want my woman to be as equal to me.
For sure.
But overall, I feel like it's a harder task, like in the workplace, relationship.
Pay rate, you know
It's
what I mean?
always-
Like different benefits.
But I
that
think it's
come
the
with
same
it.
things. Like
Raising
I
children
definitely
in
feel
the
like
field.
women are catching up, and it's like it's getting there. But I think like individually, like I know my guys, and my friends, like that's what we want. We want a female that's like, oh, I can depend on my girl just like she can depend on me. It's like we want we don't
We
even
got
look
some
at
good
a
questions in there for you. Then if that's how you feeling. 'Cause-
right. But I just feel like overall, it's a harder thing to like catch. It's just like how black people trying to catch to be equal. Everybody, it's like the same type of thing.
Worldwide
It's always going to be a battle.
in our community.
Somebody back here.
College degree, do you regret or was it useful?
Degree or experience? Don't regret the experience. My degree.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think
Same, that's how I feel.
think a lot of us are.
Not using my degree at all.
Experience I had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't take that back.
Thanks.
Please.
I feel as if, you know, my degree prepared me to be a business professional. It taught me how to dress. It taught me how to act in an appropriate manner. But when it comes to the actual action of working day to day, that is learned, you know, through experience. That's learned through being tasks. That's learned through going through different roles. But my degree itself, I definitely appreciate it because, like I said, it taught me the fundamentals of business. It taught me how to be professional and how to carry myself. But again, every day to day, I don't think that's taught. That's what I'm just like.
I agree. I think it depends on what you're talking about too. Like my doctor for sure goes to school. My
Right.
lawyer for sure goes to school.
You better.
I would hope so.
You better.
Please.
Not
I went to art school. I dropped out for a year. I'm like, why the fuck am I paying private school tuition for you just to be creative? And I just had this conversation with somebody last night. Like your network takes you so much further.
Oh, yeah.
It could couple the two, but for me, I built my entire business based off networking. I had no schooling on it, and I feel like that continues to take me forever. So I think it's definitely like it depends on the field. And it's each their own. But if you want to go to college school, but it's definitely not necessary. Not now.
Yeah, these student loans, like
Right.
Yeah.
Joe.
Well, no, so it was, you know, me being an artist and going to college. It was cool. The 4 years was easy. The best years of my life, you know, it was fun. I used network. I got a lot of fans, a lot of supporters just on going to college. That's when my shit, you know, I can hit different places right now.
I
And
had a
it's
college
like,
experience because y'all went to college.
exactly.
Lifted them.
No, the business came with it. The business
I
came
went
with
to
it.
PE too.
That shit was good network, but that shit was great network. That's one thing I say. A lot of people don't understand that college network.
Right. If you go to college, you gotta like. There's people that go to
That's
college
on you.
Like bullshit, but if you go and really make something of it, then absolutely it could be great for you.
Like you said, architecture.
All right, hit us.
That's crazy.
Why are majority of females pressed to post on your IG?
To let them hoes know. Nah, I don't be pressed, honestly.
I don't be
I'm not
pressed
even.
All of y'all.
The next time I post the guy will
Hey, look,
be.
we millennials, bro, so we know
One of
it's
y'all
part
are
of our fucking standard, bro.
I know. Okay, I have before,
Yeah,
but
in the
that's
past.
not currently.
Okay,
I would
listen.
say.
So at that
Yeah.
time, why?
You've had that mindset before.
At the time?
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah, at that time, why then?
At the time, I think that I was pressed to be camera present is because shit seemed a little rocky, and I wanted to make sure that niggas knew what was going on. We having fun. Yup, here still. I know y'all thought I wasn't around. Surprise.
Yeah.
He came back. You know what I mean? But like now, current Courtney, yeah, I'm super pissed.
Same. I feel like it depends. Like right now, I'm not posting anybody until I'm coming out like engaged. Like I feel like you've been there, done that, and I feel like people want that when they're going through something. They want that to be recognized. Like we're still together. We're going through this, and people don't really post obviously when they're going through stuff. They want to post the happy stuff. So it's like you never know what's going on behind and or the reasons to why they wanted to post it. It's like I feel like it's like an insecurity thing, kind of. So like
For sure.
I like that.
yeah.
See, and yeah,
What?
and the thing about
Sometimes women, I mean, that intuition, they never been wrong. So
Yeah.
you
That's
feel
true.
like something right, your nigga didn't want to post you.
But what if
Yeah.
your
Right?
Yeah.
It ain't adding up. Like,
what if your dude doesn't post nothing though? Like doesn't post on Instagram at all?
And
Like,
that's different. Yeah. I feel
yeah, but
that's
like
Two pictures on that bitch,
right. Hello, baby, one of them.
yeah. If you active, then I'm.
Like if you are the type and you posted everything what you ate today, you at the gym,
Right.
with your homies, like,
man, you should
Where
have
I'm at.
done that.
Where I'm at.
Yeah.
What about? Right.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
What if you don't want everybody to know who you is?
you could be known and still be private. Like you
See,
could
and that's for
still
sure.
know they're together.
It is a difference between hiding your partner, you know what I mean, and like just not wanting people in your business, you know. So like, for me, if I'm in a, it is a fine line, but if I'm in a relationship, yeah, like I'm not hiding you, I'm not ashamed of you, but at the same time, like if I never show off a guy, then I don't have to hear the what happened questions when they're not around again. You know what I mean? Like
And I think
you
that's
ain't
what
never
people
seen
hate.
it start, so you never saw it end. You know, so that's just my mindset.
I love that. That's all I think.
Oh wow.
what boundaries are necessary in your relationship?
Whatever. Right. Whatever boundaries
I feel like
my
Like
partner.
the top one.
if you dating to marry, it shouldn't be too many boundaries because you got to get to know them on every level. You can take time to break through the boundaries, but eventually it shouldn't be something that's really deep with.
Well, so I'm married, but I definitely have boundaries with my husband in the sense of like, you know that my love language is physical touch. So love me in my love language. Don't love me in your love language. So like those are like boundaries that I was referring to too. But I get what you're saying too. You want to get to know the person when they're single and stuff. You still gotta have boundaries. Like what's something that they would do that would immediately turn you off because then you know, hey, that's a boundary that you're gonna put in place. Like, yo, if we're dating, then me and you dating. Are you dating other people? Would that be a boundary that you're like?
Okay, I get that. But those are the we've been exclusive. That's pushing the limit of the boundary. It's harder.
Y'all have boundaries in your situationship?
I go by whatever boundaries my girl set. Like, if that's who I want to be with, then whatever she.
What about
Your own though.
Huh?
Like, do you have something where like we're not doing that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like right. It's the mutual stuff. Yeah. I got. Oh, you asked, do we have boundaries? Yeah. I mean, I guess it's.
Give us an example.
They're asking what they are.
It is very broad. It
Like
is a
your
very broad
number
question.
one thing.
Like a hard.
Okay, see?
They said, "Oh, being free." I get you. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like your number one boundary in a relationship. Like what is the requirement? requirement that you gotta have. Okay.
It's
See?
a requirement.
That's a
Hello.
requirement. Niggas definitely got requirements.
They said, "Oh, get it."
Who hasn't asked the pulled one?
Wayne pull one.
Anybody who hasn't asked one? Go ahead.
Pull one.
I ain't pulling it.
Lance,
We got this yellow motherfucker. How do you know when you're ready to settle down?
Okay, so you're asking us.
How do you know?
Yeah, he's asking. He's asking us.
Oh, man.
How do you guys know when you're ready to like settle down with someone? What are like the key things that make you be like, all right, yep, all right, we're doing this?
I'm only married one.
right. Talk to me.
Anybody else?
What?
What about the single girls?
Why is settle down just?
Oh yeah.
It's settle down just.
Well, for me, it was just like we had gone through so much together and overcome so much that our love was just like never ending. It was like, yo, we love each other so much. We overcame so much. Like we were broke together, made money together, had like just a lot of things together that it was like, yo, this is my person. Like, we gonna be through this shit together. Like, I mean, it's been a long time coming, and you just know. Like, I feel like you know. It's a feeling deep down within you. Like I said before, women intuition. That shit never lies. You know. You know when shit is right. You know when shit is wrong. You know when that person is that person for you. And I'm sure men have that feeling as well. So, it's not gonna lie.
Okay, I want a single perspective. How do y'all know when you're talking to somebody and
I think it depends on how you date because, like, I date with intention. I don't, not like this. So if I'm giving you my so once I feel like we are kind of going through the motions and like, okay, what are we doing? And usually after a while, you start getting a pattern with somebody. So it's kind of like, dating type of thing. I'm never pressed to be in a relationship, but it's just like, once we get there, it's like, I feel like we just kind of
true, mutual feeling. I feel like for me, I've been in like long relationships and I'm single now. And so I would like to, everybody always says at like 30 or like that age, that part. Everybody always says like at 30 that or around that age is like when it's a lot of pressure to like settle down and like find your person and like lock in and stuff. But like, I think it's also a lot of beauty in like, figuring out yourself, figuring out what you want for your life, and like whoever may, collide with that dream while you're chasing it, like maybe that'll be the person for you. I think that like a lot of us should stop putting like social media just puts so much pressure on like, you know what I mean? Wanting this cookie cutter relationship, wanting to look just so happy, even when shit's not that way. So I think that I kind of want to like run the opposite way and just like be happy with whatever the hell I want to do, and if while I'm being happy alone, somebody else makes me happy too, then I'm like, okay, cool, let's be happy together. But like, I think we should put less pressure on like getting a certain age and like, oh, so what are you doing now? When's the marriage? Or you know what I mean? When's the babies? All kind of whoa, like you still young to me now. Like I don't think that we are that old. Like we should still have, places. But I want you guys to take on that question too. I think that is a good question. When do you guys, know that?
I think just like dudes be knowing like just you can meet a girl, talk to her for a while, you'll know like, all right, for me to like be. But it's like in between that is where it can. I don't know. I might not be able to. She might. A lot of girls be acting like girls.
Do you?
I'm opposite.
Y'all know we start off strong.
That's why y'all be saying
start
off strong.
Do we not start off strong?
That's true. Keep that same energy, okay?
We start getting into more of it, and that shit start getting a little tough for us sometimes. So it's like, can we last everything? And then we can get through that? I promise you, we can get through that. Then we good. But I feel
There's send mixed signals.
Hey, but I tell y'all, girl,
But is it you have already made up your mind that she's not the one you're going to
Should've
go
wrote
for,
that.
or is it just you didn't expect that shit from her? Because I feel like if that shit's from a girl, you're like, whoa, like this just happened too fast.
I like that.
Some people can't handle that.
Said it that me.
It's like, okay, we cool, we kicking it, we're homies. Okay, now I kind of like you. Okay, I like you too. Okay, now we're in a relationship, but whoa, like we're in a relationship, but not that strong, right? I feel like you have to move at that pace before you are.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Hey,
Like,
y'all can speed up real quick, bro.
I just feel like females are like groomed to be doing things at certain ages, and dudes be like, I mean, I feel like dudes are moving off our actual feelings. Like, I don't feel like I'm not there. It's not like I don't see myself with you at that point. I just don't feel that. But it's like I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
It's like, no, you can't just
Why do
leave me
people
because
say
I
that and then
still want
act
you, and I still, but I just don't feel that. But females, y'all going at an age range. No, nigga, we 25. Nigga, what you talking about? Like, we like, bro, I'm 25. I'm feeling like I'm 21. Like, I still feel that way. So if you, that's why I feel like on a kind of on a sub note, why some of the relationships don't last is because the dude kind of caved in to the woman. He didn't feel that. So then he finally like, all right, and he messed up. And
Don't pity date me.
and now it's not even a pity thing. It's just like, no, I know. It's not a pity thing, though. It's like I know I want her with this one. I don't feel that yet. But the women that give him that little leeway to actually grow to that point.
So I think again, it's that what you were saying. It's that in between stuff. Men want that security to know, like, if I can't do something, and I need you to do it. You're gonna do it the same way that I was about to do it, or even better, or at the same capacity.
100%.
And when you're going through those small in between things, and like you're coming up a foot on a lot of those events, it's just like, all right, maybe I should step back a little. That's up.
There's always gonna be in between things, though.
Yeah.
Like literally, I can
Right,
tell
so
you
when
now.
the in between things come up, like when do you break shit off, even though you know, like maybe y'all should be together, or do you try to work it out, or do you like take space and then know we're coming back?
Slow down, and that's what y'all be like.
Because y'all play too much. Because y'all play I mean,
or are we communicating like, okay, like I haven't this is ridiculous to this place. I think this could work, but maybe right now, like this is a hard situation. It's a new situation for a new relationship, right? We're gonna navigate it this way, but I still have. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we communicating this?
Realistically,
Or are we
females ain't trying to hear that though. Y'all not trying to hear that. Y'all gonna be like,
different than him
he's
saying,
playing.
Like, he's essentially saying, like, he is the man, I'm pulling back, and she's gonna take it as him. Now you're playing, like, it was good, and now you're pulling back, and I don't know why. Essentially, just so, like, you know.
well, I
it's
mean,
like-
yeah, communication is the key, but not everybody got that. So.
Wait, yeah, who's yeah?
there's not one playbook.
You gotta play to understand it.
We can argue that
as
question
you go.
forever.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
Yeah, next question.
All right, next question can go either way.
Okay, so this question is directly to you guys, but then we can rebuttal.
3 months ago. But as of 2 months ago, I got no choice because once you got a kid, it's like, who are you to say I'm not gonna date somebody with kids and you got kids?
So wait, oh, you got a kid on the way?
I just had her in November 22nd.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Okay, so now that you got a kid, you said, all right.
Yeah, but before that, it was a hard no. Like, for some reason, I just couldn't. Like, I used to talk to chicks that would have kids, but I knew it would only go so far. That's just like one of my hard no's. But enjoy the
why?
while you can.
Wow, now that you slipped up.
Yeah.
Now you understand it. What else? Like, let's see.
I would. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm also a teacher. I like teaching. I ain't never had a problem.
Like, okay, are we talking one kid though? Could we do multiple kids?
I ain't
Not
never-
like
Just one.
3 or 4.
Yeah, how many kids is too
Right? Are
many?
there stipulations?
What's the cutoff?
I ain't gonna lie. One.
A playbook.
Okay. If we're talking multiple kids,
With that age,
does it matter if it's different baby daddies? Like, what's the severity?
the more it is,
We got levels.
I need.
Do we got
I
levels?
have one baby
Hey, the
daddy.
baby daddy is definitely a
Or
factor.
baby daddy's the worst.
the worst is gonna
Baby
be.
daddies are
For
definitely a
you.
factor. You might be crazy. You gotta protect yourself. You might be on some.
Less likely it is.
Shit.
Okay, wait.
Unless they
Okay,
move
let's
now,
flip
if
this.
they
Let's
move.
flip this. Oh, go ahead.
Say one thing. And my stance on it is, I wouldn't really necessarily date somebody with kids because I feel like, and again, this is the person everybody is. But I'm selfish, so I feel like,
Thanks for
I
being
don't
honest.
want, I don't, in the back of my head, I don't want to know that you had a connection with somebody. Even though, like, it might be bad, I don't like knowing that you had a connection with somebody else.
You still have to.
But I know, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
It's a
like, you
person
know
by
how old we
person
are right
basis.
now. Like, I mean, there's a lot of us have kids. So,
Yeah,
like,
but that's the
That's not.
But you still technically
I think
have
it definitely go by age.
until your kid is grown. So you still.
I mean,
It go by
it's called
age.
co-parenting. If you're not with the person no more now, if y'all still entangled, that's a whole other situation. But like, if you cut off, like, I obviously have a child, so
well, once you have a kid with somebody, I thought always.
no, hell no.
I feel like there's different levels.
It's a hard no.
You hit again.
It's a hard
You
no.
would want to though. You would want to.
No.
You would want to.
That's
I
always
feel
gonna
like
be in a
there's
nigga
different
head.
levels. Like, I don't have kids, but I feel like it depends on their relationship. And I feel like you know, like, if something is kind of going on or, like, how they handle each other, you should be able to tell, like, do they still have feelings for each other? Are they strictly about the kids or kind of what's going on? I feel like it should be clear as day. Like, if I have to question, like, you know, what's going on when you go pick up the kids and stuff like that, then it's already an issue. Like, it should be clear as day.
Back in your head, like, all right, you may not fuck with him no more, but if you pull up one day and they got a fresh sex in the back of your head,
Ah,
I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
I feel like it's a respect thing. I mean,
I get what
for
you're
me
saying.
personally, before I have my daughter, I used to not want to date people who had kids, only not because of the child. It had nothing to do with that, but it had to do with like, it's just baby mama drama. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want you, but now you got somebody, so now they feel away. Like, it's just weird. And so I used to just felt like it was unnecessary drama that I was like bringing myself into, kind of thing, fucking with somebody who had a child. But now having a child, I'm like, it's strictly based on who the person is. You know what I mean? If you really done with your child's mother or your child's father, then we talk about the kid and the kid only. Like, it's definitely boundaries that are in place. And I don't agree that if even with a haircut, like, nigga, you still owe me child support. The fuck is you on?
Hey,
Like,
niggas ain't keeping it.
how you had them
It
turn
could
off
be
for that haircut?
keep it real. It could be about the child too. Nigga might not like the kids. Like, I don't like this nigga. Bro, this shit be. Bro.
I feel like it brings in a layer of complication. It's like, do you want to deal with that or do you not want to deal with that? Kind of the basis of it.
Oh.
That shit
Yeah.
is a
It's not
no.
like a black and white answer. It's a lot.
Yeah. I feel like it's case by case.
For sure.
Too young.
And lastly, I also think that like it's a big difference. Well, some dads have their kids more than others, but like with girls dating guys with kids, it's different because they got their kid like every other weekend. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you have a kid, but like we still have hella more fun. And then like you got these couple days where you're like on super daddy duty. When guys date girls, a lot of times they have their child
I'm the pappy.
a lot of the time. You know what I mean? So it is a different experience if you don't have that village of somebody watching your kid to like, you know what I mean? Y'all dating a female with a kid and us dating a guy with a
That's
kid.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a different.
That's what I'm saying.
playing
I have to
field.
really be.
It's just the
I'm about
fear
to be a
of are you gonna
dad.
get back together. Like, it's always kind of going to be like, are y'all getting back together? Like, where do I stand with this? And then,
Look at this.
you never mentioned, I'm just pointing you out.
You left the shirt off like here's the kid. You looking at him like that connection.
Okay, Devin, you never kind of mentioned why you didn't want to date somebody with kids. You just said it was like a hard no, but do you know why?
I agree with Devin.
I guess kind of like a selfish point of view, like, and then I guess the main thing, the connection part of it, just whoever you got that kid with, whoever you had that kid with, regardless of what y'all say, I feel there's always gonna be some type of connection. What happens when you go over there, I don't know. I just rather not deal with it. I don't want to have that thought in the back of my head, and it's just,
Right.
But it could be a person. I ain't been in that situation too many times. It could be a person by person kind of basis. If I really fuck with you, I may be able to, I guess, like look past that. But I ain't never really, I guess, been in that situation.
I even thought of it like that. For me, it was always I just wanted that experience to be for me and that person to be our first. So that connection, not even thinking about that connection. But I was like, yo, I want them to be our first.
Ray, what's your question?
My question is, would you be okay with the woman
Yeah, y'all answer that. I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead, boo.
Yes.
I don't mind at all.
Yeah, I don't mind.
He said yes.
Hey, look, just like we talked about earlier, like this bro, he cool with
I
this.
know
I
too.
feel like we good with y'all.
Y'all good? I was like,
That's what I'm about to ask.
anyway, y'all, you cool with
Listen,
riding the gap? You cool with riding that seat?
100,000 more.
Oh, I don't like that.
When you start, first of all, listen, I'm the type of person where you like. You're not going. I'm internally. I'm a really competitive person. Like I might not always express it. That's some Leo shit.
Yeah, let's
So
boss
I
each
don't.
other up.
I just don't. Yeah. So internally, I'm gonna be like, damn, she
Killing
doing
it.
shit. Then, but he tell her, I gotta eat.
Exactly. Nigga, I'm tripping.
Hell no, I
gotta
eat
tread
up.
water.
So like in my
Why
mind, you would
do it
never.
with me just-
Oh, you would never take off on me for me to be like, I'm taking care of it. I'm not even that type of person. So it doesn't even, it's never going to be that. So, like, yeah, I would love for her to earn for me because that's going to motivate me to.
That's
Well,
a real thing, though. This generation has people taking care of, like, niggas is, no,
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Fuck
There's
no.
real,
I would never be taken care
there's
of.
real men,
no
I mean, not real men, but I'm saying
No,
there's
sir.
actual males, exactly, out here that is allowing people to take care of them. So, like, don't sound so shocked. I'm sure that's not the first time you ever heard one of your homeboys be like, and then this bitch bought me a ... or whatever. Like,
I ain't never.
Not in this circle. Not in this circle right here.
there's definitely females out
Are
here.
you okay being in that dynamic? So, okay, so he's Leo, I'm a Leo, so I'm equally competitive. I usually make a lot more than a lot of the people that I date. And I am like, I'm not money's everything. I'm happy to build that competition. Like, we can get this together, right? But I feel like a lot of niggas' egos won't let that shit fly. One, and two, like, they have to want to get there. Like, they have to want that competition.
Or you have to want it.
Because your quality of, like, it's just a big difference in quality of life that you bring. Like, for someone to be complaining about $100, like, every week or some shit, or you always short on some shit, I can't fucking relate. Like, I could go, here, I'll give you $100 or $100. Or, like, I can figure out how to make it. Like, if you can't figure out how to make it and you're complaining about it, like, that's just, it's not even just the money, it's like the mindset.
It's the mindset.
Yeah.
That's the mindset. It's not about the money. Look, that's the thing, bro. It's not about the money. It's the mindset. I know plenty of people that probably make more than me, but I guarantee, like, money wise, like, I can do the same things you can do, bro. Because I set myself. I have a different mind. Like, okay, cool. I got some money. I can hang with you. So you can't like take off on me. But that's just a mindset.
Right. If we can still do the same shit,
We can do the same shit.
travel. It's like, you know, our
I might not
quality
can't
of
do it
life-
like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? A couple weeks. Well, I'm gonna get there with you. You know what I'm saying? That's it's
You
it
definitely
is a
gotta be on the
mindset.
same wavelength. For me personally, I've dated people who had a lot of money, and I've dated people who were like on the grind and like trying to make something of themselves. For me, I felt like I connected more with the like person with less, trying to grind up. I don't know what the fuck I think it's like the helper in me too. You know what I mean? I think it's like the nurturer in me of like, what's your goals? Let's fucking reach them, buddy. Like I fucking hate that about myself because
Wait, so you said you connected with the person that wasn't grinding?
I connected with the person that had like tangibly less, like as far as like on a monetary.
Are different. Like guys with money, I feel like unless they really fuck with you, are not like on some serious shit.
Oh,
They're
they're
just
so
like,
egotistical.
Ego driven. Like
It's
I got
disgusting.
money and I'm literally gonna trade my money for like, you know, like that.
Yeah, it's not.
You an Aries, I'm an Aries. That's why I said it from the beginning.
That's why I like your
I'm cool with exactly. I'm cool with bitches already giving this shit because I'm not worried about me. You're not gonna have to worry about me.
You never have to worry about me.
That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna have to worry. If you getting it right now, good. I want you to go get one of them. Go ahead, get that shit. But guess what? You double your ass.
think? I'm sorry, this is not in the jar, but do you guys think that like men can be jealous of women? Because like I have been in certain situations where I felt like I'm just naturally blessed. Like God, that's my dog. Like he be looking out. Let's just say that. And so like so many situations, not from a man, have I just been able to from like working, being in certain industries and things of that nature. I've just been blessed to experience a bunch of different things, and I'm like just in different experiences that the average person has not been able to. You know what I mean? And I feel as though sometimes men on an egotistical level like are like, oh, you're able to fucking do this and do that, like, and it's like a jealousy thing, like, and I really hope that one of you guys would be honest, because I think that men do sometimes be jealous of women. Are you guys jealous of women that women can go to a bar and spend literally go to a strip club and make more money? They're not taking a single thing off. But
to keep it real with you, yes.
$500.
It's not jealousy. It's just like, bro, all these girls gotta do is show.
Because women have a whole female.
I'm out here grinding. Yes,
we live a whole different life.
It just depends on that male. But I'm saying though, dudes to keep it 100% real, yes. It's not really a jealousy thing. Well, that depends on the dude to do, but it's like, wow, I'm out here grinding, chipping the fucking away, and
she pop out.
OnlyFans, boom, $1 million. Ain't even left the house. Yeah, this is like, it's not a jealousy thing. It's just like, that's just life. Like, damn, that shit crazy, bro. But some dudes may be like, man, fuck that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But some niggas just might be like, that's crazy that they can do that, and I gotta fucking work, but I'm still gonna go to work. So it don't even, like, it just depends on that dude. Some dudes a little bit more touchy about it. Right. But you just gotta recognize it's in you, though. Like, as long as you recognize it, like, I'm being that. Yeah, sure.
But I think it all goes down to mindset again. Everybody, I mean, we all have different perspectives, and it's because of our upbringing, what we've been through. So maybe that's something that was instilled in them through something they went through as a child or with their family and shit. You never really know. Everybody got their own struggles.
Thanks. I watched Big Mama in the kitchen grinding.
Okay, do you tell people to cash out you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What you say?
You said, do you tell people to
I hate that. Is top of my
head
list.
ass or
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Throw it in.
It's given.
head ass or
Anybody.
Never know. That one.
You might got a whole crush and he's sending you $1,000. Okay.
Yeah. So have any of y'all done that before?
Yes.
I've never.
I have.
How much did you get?
None. That one could change your life. I don't, like, honestly, it's not like I'm expecting it, but I'm like, nigga, you never fucking know what can happen. Like,
you know your Instagram's hacked and you just got your
right. I'm my cash app name. Like, I don't think so. I don't think that. And if they do, they wouldn't be getting nothing on my cash app anyways.
I done did that shit a couple times.
At least I didn't lie. I said I got it.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
Send him Bitcoin, bro. Yeah. My stupid ass went right behind.
Yeah. She got Apple Pay.
The little boats with the.
I'll do that now.
I used to
I hate that. I hate that. No.
But it works.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit when they be in public places. Like, in the basketball game, I'm in the Hawks game, see people like, bro. That's a birthday party.
I used to do it as a server.
It's so funny.
Oh, I feel that.
I feel that. Servers cool.
Because as a server, that definitely. Oh, it's your birthday. Here's an extra dollar. I'm like, thank God.
I also think females do that.
Rent is due today.
I had to read it to myself 3 times.
What is it?
All right, next question. Would you rather have 200K today or $2 million in 2 years?
Oh, that's for the ladies.
$2 million.
I'd take 2.
I for sure take $2 million for you.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Whoa. Hell no. Somebody ain't real. Well, shit ain't.
But let's say we are.
I didn't need the money
I
then.
can really. I can make
If I didn't make it, I didn't make it. So I don't feel like some of the females being real. Some of y'all.
I need details. Like, do you get the, because I'm a number person, do you get the 2 million at the end of the 2 years?
Or at the beginning?
Right.
So way quicker than that 2 years.
And then, like,
That's true.
Wow. We do not condone this.
I feel like you can set a
We
plan
do
in
not
place.
here at QTNA.
I can legally flip.
Let them know, Pooh. You gotta plug your stuff at the therapy firm.
Just so you know.
So is it 200K now? 2 mil. You kind of got me
I feel like
thinking
it's
now.
2
I'm still doing this.
200K now. Raise your hand. I just want to get a whole round. Okay. 2 million in 2 years.
Real patient.
You can wait for
Because
the
it
2
would be
million in 2
right.
years and it's
Because
guaranteed
it
and
would
then
be
still
It do
flip it.
come down to your situation, though.
It do.
Cause motherfucker can say that right now and then next month you know they need that 200 right now.
It's like, damn, I wish I would have
And
picked
you
it.
ain't trying to wait no 2 years for no 2 M's.
It's
right
my
now.
money and I need it now.
It depends on how down bad you is right now. I'm not letting that go down
Or
there.
It do.
imagine we all got 200K right now.
Yeah, we
Oh, I get it.
That also can go very quick though. That's the thing. I'd rather plan out, like take that time to plan out what I'm gonna do with this money.
get a whole 2
And
years knowing it.
exactly, like I'm gonna have things set in place. Like, okay, no question asked.
Sitting there, let's see. Ready to-
Exactly. Exactly. Same.
You gonna quit so
Oh, I'm finna get some.
Y'all better stop talking to me like that. I'm quit right now. I swear.
Yeah,
What?
for the guys.
Okay. Why do men
I'm
feel
good for 2
they need
years.
to have their shit all the way together before dating seriously?
Ooh.
Yeah,
If
why
you
do
feel
men
like that, I feel
Please
like that
answer.
come from the pressure from a woman.
Yep.
A lot of times, well, a lot of the women
Yep.
in Atlanta specifically are looking for a man who got all this shit. So that's what.
From a woman though, or from like
I think it's
stereotypes?
society.
Yeah.
All this shit together meaning shit from a woman.
Do you agree to question one more time?
Why do men feel they need to have their shit all the way together before dating seriously?
because there's a
It's
lot
hard
of
to focus
because
on you and get me together.
it's a lot of pressure on black men.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. It's a lot of pressure on black men that I don't think females are just like, if you're not a black male, you don't really get like a lot. Like a lot of us grew up without our fathers in the crib, so you got small little pressures of, dang, I gotta make sure mama's straight. I gotta do that. Whether you doing it or not, it's still be in your head. Then if you dating, talking to a girl, your dad still ain't been with your mom. Your mom might be single. You still gotta keep track with her. You might got little brothers, sisters, all type of shit just be going through your mind every fucking day. So when you do start talking, you still want to date. You want to talk to a girl, find somebody. When you do find somebody, you have pressures of what you grew up with in your head. I got to be the provider. I got to get money. I got to do this. I got to be on go every time. Whether that person is doing that or not is a different story, but it's in your head. Every black male go through this shit. Then you still gotta be, just like your personal life. You might wherever position you play with your friend group, or just a position in life. Social media pressure. You just gotta look like I'm a black man getting it. All that shit is just running through your head. So when you got a girl pressuring you, hey, we gotta, what's going on? I'm trying to get serious. I just feel like females, y'all have a lot of pressures too, but I feel like we got a lot more shit in our head that we just don't always speak about. That's another pressure. We got a lot of shit in our head. We ain't got no really real good release. We ain't got no real good release. Your dad, I fuck with my pops heavy, but I don't really just go to my pops to talk about everything. If you don't got a good friend group, it's hard to just release certain things. Even if you do got a good friend group, might be certain shit you let out there, but it might be shit that you just hold to yourself. You don't have a really good release to let it out. So all that shit is already in our head. Then you got a female, like, what we doing, it's just not, we might be like, yo, I want you, but I got to get my shit together. Like, I got to feel that. Just like I said earlier, I just got to get to that point where I'm like, nah, this my girl. I don't give a fuck. And, she at this point with me, and I'm comfortable with that. I can feel it. So it's just a lot of shit in the background that I think people really understand with a black young dude. Especially then you got all that racism and all that shit. That's a whole nother level of that shit. If you in professional field, you got to deal with I'm in sales. I got to hit my numbers. I still got to be a professional black dude. I still want to be myself with that. I don't want to give in and let people control me. I still got to be myself, but I got a thin line. It's just a whole bunch of shit in your head.
So sub question, she said, why can't your girl be that? So if you find like a woman, obviously like you said, women have their own issues too, and like black women as well. So at any point, when do you know
Exactly. That's what
Listen,
saying.
I think
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
thing about
She's never
that.
gonna have her shit together, but like, okay, maybe we have our shit here, and then together we could be here, but we gotta play off of each other, and like I can support her.
Look, major key for black females. That's what makes dudes want to be. That's what when a dude know he got the one. Whenever she can, if he find a girl that can like literally tailor to that somehow, like, just understand it. Like just understand that. Like, oh, he got a lot going on. Whether he's saying it or not, what like I can understand he got a lot going on and just cater to that just a little bit. That's when a dude be like, I gotta keep it, bro.
See, but I do feel like, but I still want you guys to answer that question. But I do feel as though there's a lot, like, it's dope as hell for me to see a man be selfish in that right and say, yo, I have so much going on right now, or like I'm just not in a space where I can seriously take you on. You know what I mean? Like I'm down, like you're dope, like there's no negatives about you. But me myself, I have like check a couple more boxes before I can really take on that responsibility of, you know, adding another person into my life. I personally respect that a lot more than somebody saying, yo, I'm broke as hell right now. I ain't got no fucking job. Or like, you know, I ain't got no car. But bitch, you bad as hell and you fucking with me. So I'm fucking with you. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there that's like, damn, like,
He might be
I
saying that in his
fucked
own
around
way,
and
though.
met
Like,
somebody. You know what I mean?
It's hard to communicate. We just, as a people, I think we kind of lack in communication. So he might be saying that. That might be his way of saying it. It sucks, but it's just like.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love, like, because you said at one point that basically you have to communicate, like, or you got to calculate what you got going on with, you know what I mean, the possibilities, and does that work out with, you know what I mean, what I want for myself, etc. And I love the idea of maybe having an experience that's like too good to be true, or like, damn, I'm fucking with her, she's fucking with me, but like right now I know that I can't, you know what I mean? We're not gonna be able to just go on dates every other week like you want to go, or do these things like you want to travel. Every other meme is about you wanting to damn see some palm trees.
Right.
We ain't. I ain't got palm tree money right now. I appreciate you
Trying
letting
to
me know
do it.
that. Then you know what I mean. Giving me the facade of like, you know, like.
Yeah, we gotta do better at communicating. Keep this dude for sure.
I definitely think that there's also like a negative connotation of on like therapy and stuff on black culture as a whole, but black men specifically on like talking to somebody about your problems. But I like the idea of, I mean, one, having a good friend group that if you don't have, you know, parents that you can relate to or communicate with, to, you know, relying on other avenues on how to healthily, in a healthy way, you know, release any of those traumas that you have or stuff, and not putting those on the people that love you the most. You want to ask for more? I know we have a couple more minutes left.
Maybe pick 3 options and see which one's
Yeah.
the question.
Question number 1: do you judge a girl that puts out on the first date?
Question number 2: do you mind if your girlfriend or boyfriend has a lot of friends of the opposite sex?
And then the third one: do women keep better than
Ooh.
3 good ones.
Yeah.
Look what them cards been at.
We got 2 minutes per question. Okay. Guys first. Do women keep better than men?
Ooh.
Yes.
Why?
Because we're stupid.
Because we're
We ain't thinking about all this. We thinking here, we're going to do it, and then after the fact, we're trying to set it up.
And women are premeditated.
And the reason why women cheat and men cheat, I feel like, are different. Like,
Yes,
it takes women a lot to cheat. For y'all, it's just like, okay, oops, that happened. But for women, it's like, you made me feel some sort of way, or I'm trying to get back at you, or you're not giving me what I need, and I've expressed it, and you've ignored it over a certain amount of time. So I feel like for us, it's a
We
deeper
cheat with
thing.
intention.
And then on the reverse side, cheat with intention. On the reverse side, when it happens, y'all are hurt. Like, and that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother thing.
Does that not make sense, though? That's what I'm saying. Does that not make sense? Or it's premeditated.
Fall first with you. That's the point.
She said,
Don't worry about the other
she said
niggas.
it's
Don't worry about yourself.
It's
We ain't fighting with
premeditated.
you.
This is what she just said. Like, that's
It's
heartless.
it's like I stopped fucking with you for whatever reason. I told you and I listened, and now I'm gonna go get my.
You know what? You don't listen. You don't listen.
I know I'm getting my today's Wednesday. I know I'm getting my lick back on Friday, so I'm gonna tell you I'm going out with my girls. I'm gonna like
Oh, you
remind
know,
you guys on Thursday.
don't forget.
Heartless.
Friday night with the girls.
Have more time to deal for that.
Y'all write this
Premeditated
down.
it. Hey, Hey,
All right, wait, give the next one.
Alright, do you judge a girl that puts out on the first day?
Oh, be honest.
Please do.
It depends on. It depends on the
We need
girl.
everybody
You
to
know the
answer.
girl not like
Everybody to
that.
answer.
Yeah, everybody. Ray, start, and we're going down.
Quickly.
Nope. Give it up.
Nah, I don't judge either.
Wow, y'all just a whole
Y'all don't
bunch
know
of-
where it came from.
Wow.
Okay.
Bro, it's between the girl. It depends on the girl. You can tell.
If they do this all the time.
Right.
Right.
That's what it is. Like, I hope you do. And
Do you ever stop fucking with
I
her?
hope you do.
no, that ain't never made, like, let me hit on the first night, not gonna make me be like,
No, but what if it's like not good? Then you're
Well,
like,
yeah.
for me, okay.
Wait a second.
Because you got to make sure.
You
Your
get a second
personality
chance.
cool, you give it a chance if it's not good. And I hope you do the same for me. Sometimes we fuck up. So,
Hey, no second chances.
The left meat.
you know what? That's dead then. Thank you. Second chances for y'all.
Because sometimes
First
you
try.
want to know the same shit. Like, you know,
That's
it's
cool.
a trial run.
Been about 10.
Red flag.
So have y'all dated someone and or had a long relationship with someone that has happened like the
For the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Your wife said, okay.
I don't think that changes from a dude perspective. That's just. I think that's something that girls think about.
I used to think like, damn, I done hit on the first name.
All right, last question. Last
I used to be like, I'm
question.
that nigga.
Do you mind if I want the girls to answer this one first, and then the guys can. Do you mind if your boyfriend, or you guys' girlfriend, has a lot of friends of the opposite sex? Does it bother you if yo nigga got a lot of female friends?
Because these are all my homeboys. Like, I could literally be in a room with all of them, just them and me, and it's like literally nothing. Like, it's so, and I feel like when I date guys, they're like, yeah, but those are only the people that you're supposed to later, they've been with your seniors, whatever. I'm like, nah, like, we've been through everything. So
Literally.
all that shit, like, if it was gonna happen, that shit would have fucking happened. Like, these are legit, like, my brothers. So I have to be mindful of that, honestly. Like, I try to, like, if you prove me wrong, then it is what it is. But I try to get people to benefit their doubt because I like people to benefit their doubt, knowing that it's truly a platonic.
For sure. I think my golden rule is like if we go into the relationship and you already like, yo, that's my homegirl, da-da-da. Cool, I already categorize them. But don't you start a year later and then be like, oh, this is also my homegirl.
Yeah.
Nigga, you play with me.
And you need to say the backstory too. As to
Yes,
why y'all
the
were
friends
friends.
need to
Because
already
it could
have
have been
been
somebody you
friends.
dated, and you're like, oh, that's my
I
homegirl
got
now.
you.
But y'all was dating 3 years ago. Like, no, sir.
What if it is a girl
Then
that
at
I
least
date
just
that's my
establish it so
Like, she got a
I
whole
know.
I
thing
got,
going on.
yeah, that's
It's
still
better
good.
to be
sketch.
truthful
But we're
up front
still
than
cool.
later.
It's giving
All right,
connection.
next one. You, yes or
Giving
no?
connection. Like, so tell us when you first learned about me, though, dating me.
What?
When you were dating Leak and you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
It's respect too.
Like, did you speak to me when I came up? Did you introduce yourself? Like, if that's your homeboy, we homegirls then. Like, yeah, we friends. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
How would you feel if your man got a whole bunch of girlfriends?
I think that, like what you said, it should be definitely about the beginning.
When I don't like you that
can't
much.
just be collecting homegirls a year later.
Yeah, I don't like that. Collector.
Can you guys deal with somebody like me that has, like, nothing but
No.
It depends on how they interact. It's gonna be up to the female to control that. You can't just be willy nilly. Ashley, yeah. If I was on the other side of the dude that you was dating, I'd be like, what the fuck?
dollars for, like, we're cool. Like, it'll be like, what the fuck are you
But I wouldn't be mad at him for asking that though. Like I would understand why he would ask that. Like, but if he came around and was like, oh, he'll see like, oh, she's really shit. Like if I
It's
think
the
a
brother
dude
shit.
gotta have to come see that. But I still
Yeah.
think in the dude mind, he gonna think,
Oh, 100%.
fuck that.
Yeah.
He's like,
Not all these
okay,
niggas.
all right, one of you,
One of these niggas. I'm gonna find with one of these niggas.
Which one of y'all?
bro code.
Some of them niggas do like, and I feel like the dudes gotta, it be the dudes too. Like, nigga, if you a friend, be a friend, bro. When I come around, don't be doing no bullshit, cause then that's all I'm gonna think about. The first time you show me something, I'm gonna put you in that category. No, I don't like it. Fucking.
Okay, one more because we have 4 minutes. Do you believe that nice guys really finish last?
Yes, 100%.
I
I don't agree.
listen.
100%. Oh, what age? Because y'all grow older and be realizing like, okay, yeah, I should have went with that nice dude.
When you're young,
But when you're young, y'all.
Yeah, young nice guys finish last for sure.
But when
I
you
think the
mature,
problem is when I try to get nice guys, they think nice people got like. I text you good morning, like, okay, and
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with
I need
that?
some more, like you're failing every
And then
other
the bad dude got that other shit that the nice dude don't
Yeah,
got.
like, nigga, we can work on your attitude, like.
Facts, though. I really can work on
Nice,
you.
or like, too fucking nice, like, stop asking me how the fuck I am. Like, I told you I'm good, bro.
No,
Ask me
yeah.
3 times, and that's all you have.
You
is,
definitely gotta have an opinion with me. I don't like
Yeah.
any kind of. Okay, what you want to do? Whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
All right, so you just ain't got
That's
nothing.
nice, man.
You ain't never want to be
Right.
nothing.
Like, you gotta
I
have a
like
little
that.
backbone.
Yeah,
give us
come
a
on.
little something.
I just think good females like bad dudes. I just think that's
You don't even have to be bad. Like, you
I don't
don't
think it's
females
bad.
like bad
you
dudes,
gotta be
bro.
opinionated. Right.
No dude wanna. If there's a dude came in right now doing all the right shit, and another nigga came in next to him doing all the bad shit, the girl is gonna like the bad nigga. It's just I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be like
After you've been through
that
enough
nigga's a
traumatic
really
experiences,
sweet
you be
guy.
like,
He's a really
Hey,
sweet
buddy.
guy.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
He's a really
Thank you
nice
for
guy. I
coming.
like him. He's good. No, I don't know why. Just like Lauren from my friends and family had a boyfriend. She couldn't point out anything. I was like, why you break up with your boyfriend? She was like, she couldn't give her answer. I said, I named all the bad shit. She was like, no, that was good. That was good. That was good. She was just too good. He was too good. And she broke up with
You
this
gotta,
nigga,
you
bro.
gotta love me the way I want to be loved.
I feel like
He
it's
was-
from a lack of
nigga was
something.
too
Like
good,
he's
he
nice,
couldn't take
but
it, bro.
what is he missing? And can he work on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Right.
don't want a
Right.
nigga to be all about you.
Nah, I want you all about me.
I need you.
all about me. I want the sun to rise and set.
But that's not the niggas that be winning, though.
And if it don't, we not gonna work.
That's not the niggas that be winning, though.
Yeah, I like that space.
The niggas all about you don't be the
They
niggas
be
who
winning
finish
for
your
me.
last.
Nigga, I can't talk for them. They be winning for me. And I am your queen. We got future.
I just feel like women, and I told it. I feel like women like the fact that like they know that if you and your man walk in the room, like other girls are looking at you.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
But like,
Nigga
your
don't wanna
nigga
be
walking
wanted.
in, you want in the back of your mind, you like, yeah.
I can argue both of those points crazy enough. I have friends that like, cause this is all I'm about is questions. So like, I'll ask a group of my homegirls, yo, like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer like the guy that's suited and booted, that like, you know what I mean, is just very physically attractive, has all the mannerisms that you want, or like, do you like a little grungy, a little like maybe not clean cut kind of person? And it is really a 50-50 split. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some girls love them like a model-esque looking guy that like, you know, checks all their boxes. And other girls like them some ugly ass niggas. Some of them like them because the ugly guys because they think that they ain't going nowhere and they gonna treat them like a queen. Other ones be like,
So a lot of girls want that.
ugly niggas
50%
give
of
a
girls
huggy,
want
give
that type of
more
nigga. It's a lot of
kiss,
girls that
more
want that
kiss.
nigga.
Right.
The math is
Yeah,
equal
look,
there.
I was talking about you, Lumpy.
Really?
You gotta be like her niggas ugly.
think it
Okay,
depends
so
on what
you
you're
know somebody,
attracted
you
to.
know somebody. No, okay.
She's
Nah,
not
I'll
like,
take
I
it.
have to physically be attracted to somebody. Like I can't. I really.
Okay. Wow, we have to cut it off real quick. No, I low-key feel like this is just part one of the pilot episode. I feel like we had so many topics that we wanted to cover, and I loved all the opinions that everybody had. I think that we need to have another one. Avi. Right? We have so many more questions that need answers. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. You guys did not have to come to be with us here on this Saturday. And I think this is a major success. Everybody just like raise your glass, half empty,
I'm on.
All the way empty.
full, whatever you got. Yeah, we're going to have to take shots after this. But thank you for being here for the pilot episode of QTNA, the podcast. We're glad you guys joined us. Have a great day.
Gang, gang.
Hey. Woo, woo, woo.